In the 1500s in Italy, Vincenzo Campe painted a very famous painting, which we now have on the screens for you to look at. He was a contemporary of Michelangelo. And as you can see, there is a lady, and she's looking at all the work she has to do. She's got to prepare a lot of food. And as you can see, nothing's been prepared yet. And this is the 1500s. They don't have any modern utensils. Every single thing has to be done by hand. Look at all those fish. They have to be scaled. They have to be gutted and deboned. That's going to be a lot of work. Look at all those vegetables. Look at those cabbages up in the corner on the right. They're going to have to be chopped, and they're going to have to be cooked. Look at those carrots up there. They're going to have to be peeled and cleaned. Look at that spaghetti squash in there that's going to be cut and prepared. Those apples have to be peeled. Look over there hanging down. Those are ducks, and those ducks are going to have to be cleaned and prepared. It does look like there is a chicken already cleaned a bit, so at least something's been done. But as you can see, this poor woman is looking at an awful lot of work to do. Now, if you look over her shoulder to the little picture in the back, that's actually not a picture, that's a window into another room, the back room. And in the back room, if you look real closely, it's Jesus. And there's a lady sitting next to him. That's Mary. You see, Vincenzo tried to depict this particular gospel story, Martha and Mary. And Martha preparing all the work and all the work that she had to do. And as we heard in the gospel reading, it was overwhelming to her. And so she went out and said, Lord, send Mary in to help me. I can't do it all. And Jesus said something quite remarkable. He said, Mary has chosen the better part, and that part will not be denied her. Well, what do we make of that? Well, first of all, I think Vincenzo had it right, because most of the time we are concerned with the things of this world. That's why 90% of the painting is about all the work poor Martha has to do, and the things that occupy our days and occupy our time. But Mary, Jesus said, chose the better part. Before Mary is going to get up, as I'm sure she eventually will, to help her sister prepare all that food, she's decided to begin first spending some time with the Lord. And I think how Vincenzo interprets this scripture passage is that before we get on with the day's tasks, it's probably good to spend some time in prayer, because the day's tasks might feel enormous and overwhelming, just like all of that food to prepare looks very much overwhelming. But by spending that time with the Lord, and then we get on with our tasks, chances are we'll be able to put them in perspective. And knowing that Jesus is with us and doesn't leave us and is walking with us, we'll have the grace and the strength to perform the tasks that are set ahead. We also might just find that the tasks that we have can be changed or modified or done in a spirit. Sometimes a task can be done with a certain attitude that makes it go fast and easy, sometimes with an attitude that makes it go slow and hard, even though both tasks take the same amount of time. And so approaching the life in the Spirit of the Lord does make it easier to perform what the world throws against us. God knows we have to eat. Vincenzo knew it too. Obviously, Vincenzo must have loved to eat. He must have loved fish, I can tell you. But having said that, those tasks we done with Jesus walking with us through our daily life. Take the example of Mary when you get up. Take some time in prayer with the Lord, and then face the day knowing that Jesus is walking with you.